So we're definitely seeing a rise in overdoses from opiates, so specifically from prescription pills and from heroin abuse.
We've definitely seen a huge increase in people that are passing out behind the wheel of a car or in a bathroom at a gas station, hotels, people's basements.
As law enforcement, we'll see break-ins, car break-ins, burglaries increase, and oftentimes it's drug-related because they need to support their habit. So you not only need a safe work environment, but you also need a safe environment for the other workers, where they don't have things that are going missing, supporting someone else's habit.
I think the first overdose I remember clearly responding to was the late 1990s, early 2000s, and I could still tell you the sounds that I heard, even to some degree, the smells, the screams from other family members, just everything about it is still very vivid. So just because we're police officers and we're expected to take care of stuff like this, it doesn't mean that it doesn't affect us.
It's oftentimes happening in homes where people didn't even know it was happening. They're caught by surprise when they find out their loved one is using drugs right under their roof. Sometimes it's too late.
We've seen instances where, maybe a person gets arrested and gets convicted of a crime and they're put on probation or parole. They know that they're going to get drug tested for marijuana or THC. So they may opt for something called K2 or Spice, which is referred to as synthetic cannabinoid. Well, if you don't know that they're smoking that, you're not testing for it, and regular marijuana drug tests are going to come up negative.
If you have someone that has track marks or needle marks on their arms from injecting, you need to maybe be aware of what that looks like, or they're coming in and their pupils are pinpointed, or if they're just different signs that they probably, a normal person may not have, they should be aware of.
You have somebody that goes to someplace like Walgreens and buys cough medicine, you don't think twice about it. You think they've got a cold, or somebody they know has a cold. They may be taking that outside and drinking that whole bottle, or taking that whole pack of, Coricidin tablets or whatever. Those are just as addictive, and they're easy to get, and they're inexpensive. And to simply put your head in the sand and say it's not going to affect me can really come back to haunt you someday.
Too many times in life we learn something, and if you learn something you don't share it with somebody, then it does no good to learn it.
But the second you get back to your squad car, you can't help but form a couple of tears because that could have been a friend of mine, or some family members, or whatever the case may be.